Okay, so I had brought in all of my plants, and they were doing really well, and I didn't even cut them down all that much. I cut them down enough so that I could fit them into the pots. I cut the root balls down, and then I cut the plants down to match. They went into shock, most of them, but then they came back, and these are all the original leaves pretty well. Things were going well, and then all of a sudden I noticed some aphids. So I got some spray. I had some from last year. Got some spray right over here, and I sprayed them to within an inch of their lives. A lot of them went into shock again and dropped leaves, and most of the leaves are falling off. But the plants are pretty much overrun with aphids. So I have a choice to make. And I made my choice. I'm cutting them all down. This is what's going on now. I'm cutting them down. These are the ones that I've already cut down. They're all just going to be a bunch of sticks. And I expect that now it's been about a month and a half or so. They've been in the pots. They're not shocked anymore, really. The roots are fine. So I'm hoping that they'll all bounce back. But yeah, so what I'm doing is cutting them down and then cleaning them all with soapy water right over there. Making a bit of a mess here, but in the end, I'm hoping to have gotten all of the aphids. I have to start from scratch with those stupid things. And I got lots of time. It's only November, so I'm not going to be able till May at the earliest. So I've got lots of time, really. And if I need to, I can always germinate more seeds. But anyway. Okay, closing image. I've cut them all down, and I don't expect them all to come back, but some of them will, and it'll just be kind of interesting to see how well they do. That's it. Okay, so it's the middle of February now, and it's been 3 months, so this hasn't worked out very well for me. Most of the plants died, and I had basically 3, 6, 7, 8 plants that remained. 2 of those have since died, and I'm still giving this one a chance, but this one I know for sure is dead. So here's what I've got left. I have 2 7 pods. This is one of them, and the 7 pod that I had from 2 years ago, thank goodness it's still there. And here I have a scorpion. I have a Bujalikaya right over there, and the Sveta hot, and this one over here is a red Savina. So that's basically what I have from last year. So like I figured I'd do, I have my incubator out, and my germinator, I should say, and I've germinated a bunch of seeds. I still have some that have not germinated, but I do have one where it's come up, but it's got a seed still stuck to it. So I'm hoping that drops off. That's a red Savina. We'll worry about that later. So here are the plants that I have that have germinated and are nice independent little plants. I've got them all in these 10-inch pots, so I'm expecting them to do really well. And I've got them organized, so it's pretty easy to tell. I've got a couple scorpions over here. I have 3 7 pods, so on and so on, and this one. Then I have one Pekin, which is over here, and a Cayenne, which is doing great, actually, the best of all of them. Then I have 3 Fatalis. This one, oh, it's kind of a glare there, and that one, and a little tiny one over here that hasn't quite. It had a seed shell on it as well, and I cut it away. And it's kind of, it's just sitting there, it's not doing anything. But I've got it closer to the light. Hopefully it'll work out. I've got 3 Nagas, Nagamorich, this one, and this one, and I have 3 Butylicayas. This one, and this one. So, then I have that one Red Savina, which I hope is going to take off. And I have these other plants. I don't know if they're even going to make it. And I'll say this Red Savina, oh well, it's got 1 bundle on it. They seem to be doing okay. And the Butylicaya, these ones look like they're all going to survive. I expect these ones to survive. I'm not so sure about the Scorpion. It's looking pretty sick. So, there's not really doing much. I think all the leaves are going to fall off and it's going to die. Like, it's just too much for them. And even after all of that, I got rid of the aphids. And believe it or not, after all that, some aphids still survived. You can't get rid of them. You just can't get rid of them. All you could do is maybe control them. I used neem oil, and that seems to have done a pretty good job of getting rid of what was there. The neem oil does work really well, and I'm just controlling the aphids. That's all I can do in the meantime. And I've got the plants that had aphids separated from the new plants, and as long as I keep on spraying them and I don't allow them to develop like they were before, I'm hoping to keep the aphids away from the new little plants. And once they're planted outside, then the aphids will be taken care of by ladybugs. And I always have lots of ladybugs around, and I always buy more ladybugs during the course of the spring. So I'll make sure that the aphids are taken care of just by natural means once they're outside. In the meantime, I have a few more months to go. Maybe another 3 months, February, March, April, May, probably middle of May, end of May. I've got about 3 months to work on them. Just keep them as innocuous as possible. Don't let them develop like they did before, and should be okay. But these plants all look healthy, and I think they're going to be great. You know, the fact that they're in big pots means that there's lots of room for the roots to grow. Lots of room for the roots to grow means the plants are going to get bigger. They'll be nice and big by the time that I put them out. And really, I should point this out. These plants have flowers, you know, and I'm going to pull those flowers off because I don't want it to develop any peppers. I want it to just concentrate. And of course, there's more here. This spada is pretty good. There's one there as well. So I mean, that's a good sign that the plants like it and they're happy. But I don't want them to develop that way. So that's where I am right now, middle of February. I think I'm poised to have a pretty good year. I'm still hopeful that I've got Dorset Naga. I've got a few nice little peppers. I have some Serrano seeds, and I planted them. So I'm still hopeful that I'll get a few more plants yet, but I'll probably only have like maybe 25 plants in the end to plant outside, and then the rest I'll just get from a local nursery. And that's it. So that's where I am right now, my first video of my 2010 garden, and I will keep you posted as things develop. In a few months, when they're ready to go outside, I'll do another video. But thanks for watching.